What's going on, guys? I am back. Sorry for being out for a couple weeks. I was just trying to get my batteries recharged after vlogging every day and posting it, so that actually took a lot out of me. But now I'm ready to come back and start posting again and vlogging. So yesterday, Carissa and we decided to take a cheat day. So and this is what this video is about. We want to talk about our experience about our cheat day. So first thing was first, before we had this cheat day, or agreed to have a cheat day, we set ourselves a goal. Let's go this long without having any sort of sugar or whatever. I mean, we were strictly keto for how many days?
I don't know how many days, but since like
it was like probably
January 15th.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And yesterday what was yesterday's date?
March 17th. St.
March,
Patty's Day.
Yeah, St. Patty's Day.
You're
So
Irish and you're terrible.
Yeah. But yeah, so however many days is that, that's how long we went strict keto. But yeah, so we woke up in the morning, we had actually, before we went out to eat, we had decided like what we wanted to eat for that day. So I wanted some red velvet pancakes from IHOP. She wanted some waffles, and then we decided on like lunch and dinner. So we're doing like mac and cheese, pizza, cheesecake, and then we're gonna have like finish it off with some wine and also sushi, but we'll get to that later. So first thing we had was we went to IHOP, had some pancakes, and she had a waffle. And the way we felt was bloated. I mean, also like I had asked Carissa like how do you feel about breaking this streak? And her response was
that I felt guilty. Like, I knew, like, we had planned this day, but I still felt guilty. And I've done diets before, and I've never felt guilty having cheat days because I've earned it, but I felt guilty.
Yeah, same here. I was actually kind of like a little sad, to be honest. Like I noticed something was kind of off when we were sitting at the breakfast table. Like, we were just there. It was kind of quiet, and then that's when I asked how she was feeling. So she just confirmed like how she was feeling and I was feeling. So the feeling was mutual. The first bite of the pancakes, it was, I don't know, like as I was eating, I felt like my stomach felt really weird. Like, I hadn't had that much sugar in such a long time that I guess my stomach was like yo, what is this? So yeah, I felt really weird. I don't know how you felt.
I mean, it was kind of like euphoric in a way, but again, after I got into it and continued eating, I mean, it was just too sweet for me. It was so sweet because I had a waffle and then your traditional syrup on it. So I just think that it was like a sugar overload for me.
Yeah, so all right, so so breakfast was over. We came back to my place, and I was actually kind of a little tired. I was like, wow, I'm actually gonna have that crash, but no. What did we end up doing?
We took Blue to the park.
Right.
And we watched Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't super eventful, but we didn't take naps like we wanted to.
So after all that happened, we decided to have our second cheat meal, which was I was really wanting some real macaroni. So we went to some place called Just Mac. So pretty much everything was macaroni in that restaurant. So
every which way you can imagine macaroni and cheese.
Mm-hmm. So we had a macaroni. By that time, the way I was feeling, I mean, I was still kind of feeling the same way. Like, Like I was kind of like a little hazy. I don't know if it's just a mental thing, but I felt like I wasn't thinking straight. Um, I got like in the morning I had to check my ketones or my blood glucose and the testing strip. Like I was trying to stick it into the pricker thing, and supposed to stick it into the monitor, but I was like trying to stick it into the pricker. I was like, what am I doing? I don't know if that's just a mental thing or if that was actually like the carbohydrates, making me, feel hazy.
You did seem off.
There you go. But yeah, I mean that's how I felt the whole day. So we had our mac and cheese. It was pretty good.
So good. Forgot how much I loved mac and cheese.
And then after that we went and got some cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory because one thing about me is I love cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. So that was like priority. Like we had to get cheesecake. So we got ourselves some cheesecakes, and yeah, I mean, we came back. We had some wine with it also. That wine I had bought it back from New Zealand. I was saving it. We were actually saving it for this day, our cheat day. I guess our little celebration for going this long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so cheesesteak was good. A lot of sugar, obviously. Like we felt like after that, we honestly should have stopped at that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we should have stopped at the cheesecake. We were just so bloated, sugar overload. On top of that, the wine, that didn't help also. But we had also ordered pizza. Originally, we're supposed to have pizza and then sushi, but we
too much.
Yeah, it was way too much. So we ended up ordering like a really small pizza. We got the mod pizza, and at that, like we were just done. Like okay, like
I felt sick, like really sick. Like I wanted to throw up.
Yeah, same here. Like I was sick. I was super bloated. Like I felt drunk. I mean, I don't know if because it was the bottle of wine or whatever, but because we hadn't drank in a while also. But I'm guessing like on top of the carbs, like you just feel. I just felt drunk, to be honest. It's just kind of like I guess the carbohydrates just amplified it a bit. Yeah, and then Carissa this morning, she had like a major
raging headache. Raging headache, and then even like last night, like I didn't have a headache last night, but I got heartburn, and I used to get heartburn really bad when I wasn't on keto. I mean, anything would give me heartburn. So once I transitioned over to keto, if I drink too much coffee, black coffee, that gives me heartburn. But since I've been on keto, it's very rare that I actually get heartburn. So I had heartburn, and I had heartburn later today as well. And then just, a massive headache.
Yeah. So that was, so after that happened, we had actually discussed last night if we ever do have a cheat day that we're gonna have just one meal that we really want. I think yesterday was a little test, like to see how our bodies would react, and obviously on top of it, we did overeat.
Mm-hmm.
We overindulged ourselves. We should have just been like, let's just have this and that's it. Have one meal and that's it. So after yesterday, we decided if we're gonna have a cheat day, just one meal, and that's it. We're not doing this whole thing where we try to shove all this food in our mouths within a certain amount of hours. That was our mistake. Maybe we wouldn't have felt the way we felt if we had all that food.
Yeah, I think we would have felt much better, but I just think that, we've done so well for so long that we thought, treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
So, with that, most people tend to overdo it when they're on diets or lifestyle changes when they do decide to have a cheat day. And I think that was definitely eye-opening for us because we felt so good on keto. And then eating all those carbs, just how nasty we felt and bloated. I mean, I felt like Violet from Willy Wonka. Like, you could roll me away.
Another thing that we talked about was giving ourselves like a little more leniency, like as we're doing keto. I mean, keto for me is a lifestyle. I mean, I don't know if keto has definitely been. So it's a lifestyle, really. So yeah, we decided like there should be a little more leniency on the diet. You know, if I'm not saying have a treat every day because that's you're never gonna accomplish anything or get yourself in ketosis. You know, as far as like time wise, whether that be weeks, months, or however long you want, just not every day. I think if you see something that you want, eat it. You know, in moderation. Don't splurge or whatever. So, I mean, that's what we decided to do. Like, whenever we feel like we want to have some sushi or whatever we want, like we're gonna eat it, and I'm not gonna feel bad about it because I know I'll just jump right back on it. I mean, I mean, that's what a lot of people have trouble on. Like, they jump off the diet and it's like the world just caved in on them. Like, they don't know what to do.
Because they don't allow like a little bit of wiggle room. Because I think if you don't allow wiggle room, you set yourself up for failure.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, if you see a Reese's that you want, and it's been weeks since you last had something,
treat yourself.
Exactly. Just eat it. And just jump right back on the keto train. It's not, people have a hard time jumping back on because they think it's going to be so hard to get back on it. But really, if you've been doing it for so long, your body's going to bounce back so quick. This morning we checked our ketones. I mean, we weren't in nutritional ketosis, but our bodies were producing a little bit of ketones. I was at a 0.2 and Crystal was at a 0.1. So, I mean, to feel the actual benefits of ketosis, you have to be like 0.5 to like 0.35, I think. Between that ratio, you actually feel the benefits of it. But the ketones just showed that we were still producing a little bit, but not as much. I mean, that just showed that time that we did start this keto, that our bodies were able to jump back from it a little easier. I mean, maybe even by tonight or even within the next couple of days, we'll be back on ketosis. I mean, we'll be checking that as we go. Another thing that we did discuss about was alcohol. I'm not too big on beer or straight tequila or whatever hard liquor like I used to be ever since being on keto. But wine, I think we want to actually drink a little more, whether that be a weekly thing or every couple weeks. But we want to, I think, try out more wine. I think, what was it, a week or so? Yeah,
like a glass a week or something like that.
Something not every night, like I discussed earlier in this video, where if you have it every day, that you may not be in ketosis. But yeah, a new thing we want to try is wine, red wine actually, blue's being a little turd. But yeah, wine. Every week or so, like a glass or two. I don't think it should do much. I mean, that's something that we will test also and give you feedback. Or maybe we're going to make a video on like how many glasses or shots or whatever it takes for you to kick you out of ketosis.
So as far as like the sushi, I mean, we still want sushi, but Vince mentioned that we could have it today for lunch. But I think that we're so overloaded with carbs that we're just not interested in having that for, lunch today. So I think, with the whole new idea of having everything in moderation or just allowing more wiggle room. Because, I did the math in my head. We're roughly about 2 months of doing keto. And so, with that being said, we want to, get back in ketosis. And when we feel like we want to have sushi, we're going to go have sushi. So that's probably going to happen here in the next few weeks. Just because, that's something that, I know I miss. Do you miss it?
Oh, yeah. Real sushi. I've seen, a keto recipe sushi thing, but, of course, it's not going to be the same with cauliflower. So, we want to have the real thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you want the real thing for sushi. It's something that you can either, it's 50-50. It's either going to be really good or it's going to be really bad. So I think we definitely want the real thing.
Yeah. So, I guess just to recap, or what, I guess, an advice to you guys. If you're going to cheat, just cheat. Do it. Don't feel bad about it. Just,
treat yourself.
Treat yourself, exactly. Of course, in moderation. Again, don't be like us and make the mistake and just overdoing it. And just remember, just to jump back on it after that meal. It's not going to hurt you. One meal is not going to hurt you. Then again, remember, don't have it every day, because you're never going to go get in ketosis or stay in ketosis. It's going to be really hard staying there. But if you have some sort of medical issue, whether that be diabetes or whatever it is, take high caution if you do take a cheat meal, or consult your doctor or physician, wherever it is. We're not doctors, so we're not telling you take a cheat day. If you're diabetic,
don't treat yourself if you know that you cannot treat yourself.
Yeah. So yeah, if you've just talk to your doctor, see what your body can take, or whatever the case might be.
I wish we would have gotten pictures of all the meals that we had. That would have been a good idea.
Yeah, we I was thinking about that earlier today. I was like, damn.
I did get a picture of you last night at the table outside.
You did?
Yeah, when I said cheers.
Oh, we'll probably post that right now. But yeah, that would have been nice if we brought you along, eating our meals or stuff and whatever, for you to know how we actually felt throughout the whole day. That probably would have been fun.
Well, maybe we'll do another video where we torture ourselves and overeat and feel like beach balls.
But yeah, guys, I think that pretty much covers everything. So I think we're now gonna have cheat meals.
Yeah, not cheat days.
Yeah, cheat meals.
Moderation.
Yeah, I think that's it. Hopefully next time we can take you. We will take you along with us. Just to see how it is. Maybe, who knows? Maybe we might have another cheat day, and just for you all can see how we feel. Well, that's something we have to talk about again. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any sort of experience of how you felt whenever you had a cheat day, post them in the comments below, and I would love to read them, or we would love to read them. And if you have any sort of questions, comments, or whatever, just leave them below, and we'll see if we can make a video about it or something.
And hit that subscribe button.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, also, as far as future videos, I think we're gonna do more on the side of reviewing recipes. Just pretty much gonna make recipes and just rate them as we go. As far as taste, simplicity, and I don't know, I guess time or user friendly. Because some of the recipes out there, they're a little crazy. Yeah.
I mean, we're average people who have busy lives, and sometimes we don't have time to sit there and buy X, Y, and Z and do it this way and whatnot. So
yeah, we'll be doing that. But yeah, guys, again, thanks for watching. And again, if you're not subscribing or haven't done so, please press that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. All right, thanks.